Which device converts sound energy into electrical energy? Correct option is B. Microphone. The law stating that the orbits of all planets are elliptical with the Sun at one focus is. Correct option is D. Kepler's first law. The pitch of a sound wave is primarily determined by its. Right option is A. Frequency. Which gas is predominantly used for the artificial ripening of green fruits using calcium carbide? Right option is B. Acetylene. What is the chemical name of vitamin B12? Correct option is A. Cyanocobalamin. Which of the following is the largest phylum in the animal kingdom? Correct option is C. Arthropoda. The instrument used to measure the altitude of aircraft is called an. Correct option is C. Altimeter. What is the purest commercial form of iron? Correct option is D. Wrought iron. Who is known as the father of taxonomy? Right option is B. Carl Linnaeus. Which of the following has the highest frequency in the electromagnetic spectrum? Correct option is C. Gamma rays. Monazite sand found in Kerala is a rich source of which radioactive element? Right option is B. Thorium. How many chambers are present in the heart of a fish? Correct option is A. 2. The tendency of a liquid drop to acquire a spherical shape is due to. Correct option is D. Surface tension. Which isotope is commonly used to treat thyroid disorders like goiter? Correct option is C. Iodine 131. The disease pellagra is caused by the prolonged deficiency of. Correct option is B. Vitamin B3. Which substance acts as a moderator in a nuclear reactor to slow down fast neutrons? Correct option is C. Heavy water. In which medium does light travel the slowest? Correct option is D. Diamond. Which gas is the main constituent of liquefied petroleum gas? Right option is B. Butane and propane. The excretory organs in insects like cockroaches are called. Right option is B. Malpighian tubules. The principle of the hydraulic lift is based on. Correct option is A. Pascal's law. The property of a fluid that opposes relative motion between its different layers is called. Correct option is C. Viscosity. Which metal is alloyed with iron and carbon to produce stainless steel? Correct option is B. Chromium and nickel. Who discovered human blood groups? Correct option is D. Karl Landsteiner. What is the SI unit of magnetic field strength or magnetic flux density? Right option is B. Tesla. Which acid is heavily used in standard automotive lead-acid batteries? Correct option is C. Sulfuric acid. The process of reproducing a new plant from leaves occurs naturally in. Right option is A. Bryophyllum. Which rule determines the direction of the magnetic field around a current-carrying straight conductor? Correct option is C. Right-hand thumb rule. What is the primary chemical compound found in bone ash? Correct option is B. Calcium phosphate. Which human disease is caused by a protozoan parasite transmitted by the sandfly? Correct option is C. Kala Azar or black fever. The change of a gas directly into a solid without passing through the liquid state is called. Correct option is B. Deposition. Which type of electromagnetic radiation is utilized in night vision goggles? Right option is A. Infrared rays. What is the process of coating iron with tin to prevent corrosion called? Right option is A. Tinning. Which enzyme found in the human stomach helps in the digestion of milk proteins in infants? Correct option is C. Renin. An object placed at the focus of a concave mirror produces an image at. Correct option is B. Infinity. Which subatomic particle was discovered by J.J. Thomson? Correct option is D. Electron. The total lung capacity of a normal, healthy human adult is approximately. Correct option is C. 5 to 6 liters. What type of energy conversion takes place in a solar cell? Right option is B. Light to electricity. Solder is an alloy composed of which two metals? Right option is C. Lead and tin. Which biological kingdom comprises all prokaryotic or nucleus-lacking organisms? Correct option is C. Monera. If a person is moving away from a stationary siren, the frequency of the sound heard will. Correct option is B. Decrease. Which gas is responsible for the popping a sound when a burning matchstick is brought near it? Correct option is A. Hydrogen. The process of breaking down large fat globules into smaller droplets in the digestive tract is called. Correct option is B. Emulsification. The time period of a simple pendulum depends entirely on its. Right option is C. Length. Elements that have the same mass number but different atomic numbers are called. Correct option is B. Isobars. Which part of the human eye connects the retina to the brain? Right option is D. Optic nerve. The minimum distance of distinct vision for a normal human eye is. Correct option is C. 25 centimeters. What is the most prominent industrial use of the Haber process? Correct option is B. Manufacturing ammonia. The hardest enamel layer covering human teeth is chemically made of. Correct option is A. Calcium hydroxyate. Which synthetic polymer is commonly known as Teflon? Correct option is D. Polytetrafluoroethylene. What connects the two hemispheres of the human brain? Correct option is C. Corpus callosum. Bernoulli's theorem is based on the conservation of. Correct option is B. Energy. In a chemical reaction, a catalyst functions by. Correct option is C. Lowering the activation energy. Which plant tissue transports water and minerals in an upward direction? Right option is A. Xylem. The image formed by a plane mirror is always. Correct option is C. Virtual, erect, and laterally inverted. Which of the following acts as a primary energy currency of the cell? Correct option is C. ATP. Which alloy is used in aircraft bodies and automobile parts due to its lightness and strength? Correct option is B. Duralumin. The study of the interactions of organisms with their environment is called. Right option is A. Ecology. A transformer works on the principle of. Correct option is B. Mutual induction. The oxidation number of oxygen in most of its compounds is. Correct option is B. -2. The longest muscle in the human body is the. Correct option is A. Sartorius. Which instrument measures the intensity of an earthquake? Correct option is D. Seismograph. Which type of coal has the highest carbon content and burns the cleanest? Right option is D. Anthracite. In human females, which hormone is primarily responsible for secondary sexual characteristics? Correct option is B. Estrogen. The working of an optical fiber is entirely dependent on. Correct option is C. Total internal reflection. What is the standard chemical formula of urea, the first organic compound synthesized in a lab? Right option is A. NH to CO NH2. The process by which an amoeba obtains its food is known as. Right option is B. Phagocytosis. Which physical quantity remains constant for a body in uniform circular motion? Correct option is C. Speed. Cinnabar is the primary ore for which toxic heavy metal? Correct option is C. Mercury. Which gas is responsible for the acidity of acid rain? Right option is B. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides. Which disease is characterized by a lack of insulin production or insulin resistance? Correct option is D. Diabetes mellitus. Which type of mirror is used as a shaving mirror or makeup mirror? Correct option is C. Concave mirror. The atomic theory of matter was first proposed scientifically by. Right option is B. John Dalton. Which of the following plant groups is known as the amphibians of the plant kingdom? Right option is B. Bryophyta. Fleming's left-hand rule is used to find the direction of. Correct option is C. Force on a current-carrying conductor. Which process removes permanent hardness from water? Correct option is B. Adding washing soda. In the human respiratory system, the windpipe is scientifically known as the. Correct option is A. Trachea. The specific heat capacity is highest for which of the following substances? Correct option is C. Water. An atom that loses one or more electrons becomes a positively charged ion known as a. Right option is A. Cation. Yeast reproduces asexually through a process called. Right option is D. Budding. Which part of the eye is donated during an eye transplant? Correct option is C. Cornea. What does a rectifier do in an electronic circuit? Correct option is B. Converts AC to DC. The most reactive nonmetal in the periodic table is. Correct option is B. Fluorine. The functional and structural unit of the kidney is the. Correct option is C. Nephron. Acceleration due to gravity is maximum at the. Correct option is B. Poles. The reaction in which heat is absorbed from the surroundings is called an. Right option is B. Endothermic reaction. Which of the following diseases is caused by a virus? Correct option is D. Rabies. The phenomenon where sound waves bend around obstacles is known as. Correct option is C. Diffraction. What is the chemical formula of everyday table sugar or sucrose? Right option is B. C12H22O11. Which blood cells are primarily responsible for the transport of oxygen? Right option is C. Erythrocytes. Which device measures the potential difference between 2 points in a circuit? Correct option is A. Voltmeter. Which gas is known to cause the deadly greenhouse effect? Correct option is C. Carbon dioxide. Animals that can maintain a constant body temperature regardless of the environment are called. Correct option is B. Homeothermic. Sound travels fastest in which of the following mediums? Correct option is D. Steel. Which nonmetal is commonly used in the purification of municipal drinking water? Right option is B. Chlorine. Which part of a plant is a modified stem that stores food underground? Right option is A. Tuber. The rate of change of momentum of an object is directly proportional to the. Correct option is C. Applied unbalanced force. An aqueous solution with a pH of 3 is considered. Right option is D. Strongly acidic. The space between two communicating neurons is called A. Correct option is B. Synapse. The instrument used to measure the humidity of the atmosphere is the. Correct option is A. Hygrometer. Which of the following elements is the heaviest naturally occurring element? Correct option is B. Uranium. In the human male reproductive system, testosterone is produced by the. Correct option is C. Testes. According to the 10% law of energy transfer in an ecosystem, who proposed this rule? Correct option is A. Raymond Lindemann. In a parallel electrical circuit, which quantity remains the same across all components? Correct option is B. Voltage, potential difference. What type of lens is required to correct astigmatism? Correct option is D. Cylindrical lens. Which component of the diet provides the highest energy yield per gram? Correct option is C. Fats. Which metal is extracted from the ore galena? Correct option is C. Lead. What is the SI unit of radioactivity? Correct option is A. Becquerel. The phenomenon where a plant's roots grow downward in response to gravity is called. Correct option is B. Geotropism. What is the chemical formula of the functional group of carboxylic acids? Correct option is C. COOH. The presence of which substance makes a plant's cell wall highly rigid and woody? Correct option is B. Lignin. Which physical principle explains why a small needle sinks in water but a massive steel ship floats? Correct option is B. Archimedes' principle. The defect of vision occurring in old age due to the weakening of ciliary muscles is. Correct option is D. Presbyopia. The chemical reaction in which a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from its compound is called. Correct option is C. Displacement reaction. What is the name of the membrane that completely surrounds the human lungs? Correct option is B. Pleura. The speed of light is maximum in. Correct option is C. Vacuum. What is the common name for the chemical compound sodium carbonate decahydrate? Correct option is B. Washing soda. Which plant hormone is known as the stress hormone because it promotes seed dormancy and stomatal closure? Correct option is D. Abscisic acid. Which element is present in the center of the porphyrin ring of a vitamin B12 molecule? Correct option is C. Cobalt. Sound waves with frequencies below 20 Hz are classified as. Correct option is C. Infrasonic waves. The conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds by bacteria is known as. Correct option is A. Nitrogen fixation. The energy possessed by a body due to its specific position or configuration is called. Correct option is B. Potential energy. Which is the only nonmetal that is highly lustrous? Correct option is C. Iodine. The tiny pores on the surface of plant leaves used for gas exchange are called. Correct option is B. Stomata. The instrument used to measure the depth of the ocean is A. Correct option is A. Fathometer. Which acid is found in soy milk and yogurt? Correct option is D. Lactic acid. A device used to protect an electrical circuit from overloading and short circuits is A. Correct option is D. Fuse. The most common element in the universe by mass is. Correct option is C. Hydrogen. The joint connecting the human skull to the vertebral column allows for head rotation. What type of joint is it? Correct option is B. Pivot joint. According to the law of conservation of mass, during a chemical reaction, mass can neither be created nor. Correct option is A. Destroyed. The apparent shift in the position of stars is caused by. Correct option is B. Atmospheric refraction. Which human digestive organ has no significant role in digestion but helps in water absorption? Correct option is C. Large intestine. The process by which the filament of an electric bulb emits light is known as. Correct option is C. Incandescence. The functional group present in alcohols is. Correct option is B. OH. Which biological process allows plants to synthesize their own food? Correct option is D. Photosynthesis. The branch of physics that deals with the behavior of matter and light on an atomic and subatomic scale is. Correct option is C. Quantum mechanics. Which metal is alloyed with copper to make gunmetal? Correct option is A. Zinc and tin. The human genetic disorder Down syndrome is caused by an extra copy of which chromosome? Correct option is B. Chromosome 21. What is the value of the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the moon? Correct option is B. 1.62 meter per square second. The souring of milk if left at room temperature is an example of A. Correct option is D. Chemical change. Which hormone is secreted by the pineal gland to regulate the sleep-wake cycle? Correct option is B. Melatonin. The distance between two consecutive compressions or rarefactions in a longitudinal wave is its. Correct option is C. Wavelength. What is the chemical formula of everyday baking soda? Correct option is B. NaHCO3. Which of the following is considered the most primitive group of plants? Correct option is C. Thallophytes. Which law states that the induced electromotive force in a circuit is directly proportional to the rate of change of magnetic flux? Correct option is C. Faraday's law of induction. The primary component of natural pearls is. Correct option is D. Calcium carbonate. The microscopic gaps between the myelin sheaths of a neuron's axon are called. Correct option is B. Nodes of Ranvier. What is the boiling point of water on the Fahrenheit scale? Correct option is B. 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Which carbon allotrope contains exactly 60 carbon atoms arranged in a spherical shape? Correct option is D. Buckminster fullerene. In human genetics, a male child inherits which sex chromosomes? Correct option is B. XY. A device used to measure the specific gravity of liquids is A. Correct option is A. Hydrometer. What is the IUPAC name of acetic acid? Correct option is B. Ethanoic acid. Which cellular structure is primarily responsible for holding the genetic blueprint of the cell? Correct option is D. Nucleus. The tendency of an undisturbed object to stay at rest or keep moving with the same velocity is called. Correct option is B. Inertia. Which of the following is the most ductile metal known? Correct option is C. Gold. What is the main nitrogenous waste excreted by human beings? Correct option is C. Urea. The unit of electrical energy commercialized on household electricity bills is the correct option is A. Kilowatt-hour. Which non-metal is utilized heavily in the manufacturing of matches and fertilizers? Correct option is B. Phosphorus. Which part of the human eye adjusts the focal length of the crystalline lens? Correct option is C. Ciliary muscles. The process of splitting water molecules using electricity is called. Correct option is B. Electrolysis. Which blood vessels carry blood back to the heart from the body tissues? Correct option is D. Veins. The minimum velocity required for an object to permanently escape Earth's gravitational pull is. Correct option is C. 11.2 kilometers per second. Which of the following halogens is a dark reddish-brown liquid at standard room temperature? Correct option is C. Bromine. The biological process where plants shed their leaves, flowers, or fruits is called. Correct option is A. Abscission. Which elements belong to group 1 of the modern periodic table? Correct option is B. Alkali metals. The membrane that covers and protects the human brain and spinal cord is the. Correct option is C. Meninges. When a sound wave travels from air into water, which of its properties remains unchanged? Correct option is A. Frequency. What is the process of converting an ore into its metal oxide by heating it strongly in the absence of air? Correct option is B. Calcination. Which human organ is primarily responsible for the detoxification of drugs and alcohol? Correct option is C. Liver. The SI unit of luminous flux is the. Correct option is C. Lumen. Which organic compound is the primary constituent of natural gas and biogas? Correct option is D. Methane. The functional unit of heredity passed down from parent to offspring is A. Correct option is B. Gene. What type of energy is possessed by a flying airplane cruising at a constant altitude? Correct option is C. Both kinetic and potential energy. Which inert gas is mixed with oxygen in the breathing tanks used by deep-sea divers? Correct option is B. Helium. The muscular tube that connects the pharynx to the stomach is the. Correct option is C. Esophagus. The specific temperature at which a ferromagnetic material loses its magnetic properties is called the. Correct option is A. Curie temperature. What is the primary chemical compound found in an ant's sting? Correct option is B. Formic acid. Which component of the human blood is primarily responsible for blood clotting? Correct option is C. Platelets. The rate of doing work or the rate of transfer of energy is defined as. Correct option is C. Power. The purest form of amorphous carbon, highly prized for its ability to absorb impurities, is. Correct option is B. Charcoal. Which vital plant process occurs inside the chloroplasts? Correct option is B. Photosynthesis. If the velocity of an object is doubled, its kinetic energy becomes. Correct option is C. 4 times. Which of the following is the most electronegative element on the periodic table? Correct option is A. Fluorine. The part of the human brain responsible for memory, intelligence, and voluntary actions is the. Correct option is C. Cerebrum. Which optical phenomenon is responsible for the formation of a rainbow? Correct option is B. Refraction, dispersion, and total internal reflection. What is the chemical name of the compound with the formula KNO3 historically used in gunpowder? Correct option is D. Potassium nitrate. Which vector transmits the Plasmodium parasite that causes malaria? Correct option is B. Female Anopheles mosquito. An electric motor is a device that converts. Correct option is B. Electrical energy into mechanical energy. The process of converting vegetable oils into solid fats like margarine by adding hydrogen is called. Correct option is B. Hydrogenation. Which cell organelle is commonly referred to as the suicide bag of the cell? Correct option is A. Lysosome. According to Ohm's law, the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the. Correct option is B. Potential difference. What is the primary constituent of the antacid milk of magnesia? Correct option is B. Magnesium hydroxide. The tissue that provides flexibility and allows easy bending in various parts of a plant like tendrils is. Correct option is D. Collenchyma. What is the SI unit of electric charge? Correct option is C. Coulomb. The corrosion of copper produces a distinct coating on its surface. What color is this coating? Correct option is C. Green. Which hormone regulates the basal metabolic rate in the human body? Correct option is D. Thyroxine. The apparent weight of a person in an elevator moving downwards with a uniform acceleration is. Correct option is B. Less than true weight. Which transition metal is the only metal that remains a liquid at standard room temperature? Correct option is C. Mercury. In which part of the female reproductive system does fertilization occur? Correct option is C. Fallopian tube. The SI unit of magnetic flux is. Correct option is B. Weber. Which is the smallest known living cell? Correct option is C. Mycoplasma. The scattering of a beam of light by colloidal particles is called the. Right option is A. Tyndall effect. What is the chemical name of vitamin E? Correct option is D. Tocopherol. Which element has the highest electron affinity? Right option is B. Chlorine. What is the pH value of milk of magnesia? Correct option is C. 10.5. What type of energy is stored in a compressed spring? Correct option is A. Elastic potential energy. Which alloy is primarily used for making heating elements in electrical appliances? Correct option is B. Nichrome. The disease goiter involves the enlargement of which gland? Right option is C. Thyroid. What is the chemical formula of benzene? Right option is A. C6H6. Which physical quantity is measured using a spring balance? Correct option is D. Weight. Which blood group has no antibodies in its plasma? Correct option is C. AB. The splitting of a heavy nucleus into two lighter nuclei is known as. Correct option is B. Nuclear fission. Which of the following is a transition metal? Correct option is C. Iron. The functional unit of heredity located on chromosomes is the. Right option is B. Gene. The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of a substance by 1 degree Celsius is its. Correct option is B. specific heat capacity. What is the most abundant inert gas in the Earth's atmosphere? Right option is A. Argon. Which plant hormone promotes cell division? Correct option is A. Cytokinin. If the distance between two charges is halved, the electrostatic force between them becomes. Correct option is C. 4 times. What is the common name for potassium aluminium sulfate? Correct option is A. Potash alum. Which part of the human ear converts sound vibrations into electrical signals? Correct option is C. Cochlea. What type of mirror is used in solar furnaces to concentrate sunlight? Correct option is B. Concave mirror. Which is the most reactive metal in the reactivity series? Right option is B. Potassium. The breakdown of pyruvate to give carbon dioxide, water and energy takes place in the. Correct option is D. Mitochondria. According to Ohm's law, if the voltage is doubled while resistance remains constant, the current? Correct option is C. Doubles. Which process separates miscible liquids with different boiling points? Correct option is B. Fractional distillation. Which disease is caused by the Mycobacterium tuberculosis bacteria? Right option is C. Tuberculosis. The apparent depth of a coin placed in a glass of water is less than its real depth due to? Correct option is A. Refraction. The structural and functional unit of the nervous system is the? Correct option is B. Neuron. What is the chemical formula of chloroform? Correct option is C. CHCl3. When a moving bus stops suddenly, passengers fall forward due to? Right option is D. Inertia of motion. Which nonmetal is lustrous and can conduct electricity? Right option is C. Graphite. Which organ is affected by the disease cirrhosis? Correct option is B. Liver. What is the value of absolute zero in the Kelvin scale? Correct option is A. 0 Kelvin. Which metal is extracted from the ore pitchblende? Correct option is B. Uranium. The total number of pairs of ribs in the human body is? Right option is B. 12. A freely falling object experiences? Correct option is D. Uniform acceleration. The most electronegative element in the periodic table is? Correct option is A. Fluorine. The pollen receptive surface of a flower scalpel is called the? Correct option is C. Stigma. Which instrument is used to detect the presence and direction of a weak electric current? Right option is C. Galvanometer. An alloy of copper and tin is known as? Right option is B. Bronze. In the human digestive system, bile is temporarily stored in the? Correct option is C. Gallbladder. The energy possessed by an oscillating pendulum at its mean position is? Correct option is B. Purely kinetic. Which of the following elements is a metalloid? Correct option is A. Silicon. The disease scurvy is caused by a severe deficiency of? Correct option is C. Ascorbic acid. The rate of doing work is called? Correct option is D. Power. What is the chemical formula of laughing gas? Right option is C. N2O. Which human blood cells are involved in the immune response? Correct option is B. Leukocytes. Which of the following represents primary temporary memory in a computer chip system? Correct option is D. RAM. The escape velocity for a rocket from Earth's surface is approximately? Right option is B, 11.2 kilometers per second. The common name of calcium hypochlorite is? Right option is C, bleaching powder. The basic filtration units inside human kidneys are called? Correct option is B, nephrons. Which color of light deviates the least when passing through a glass prism? Correct option is D, red. What type of chemical bond is present in a water molecule? Correct option is B, polar covalent bond. The scientific study of birds is called? Correct option is B, ornithology. The resistance of a conductor is inversely proportional to its? Correct option is C, cross-sectional area. Which gas is responsible for the swelling of bread dough? Correct option is A, carbon dioxide. The hormone responsible for the fight or flight response is? Right option is B, adrenaline or epinephrine. In an AC circuit, the device used to step up or step down voltage is A. Correct option is A, transformer. Which blood vessels carry deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs? Correct option is B, pulmonary arteries. The SI unit of electrical capacitance is the? Correct option is B, farad. What is the main constituent of ordinary glass? Right option is C, silicon dioxide or silica. The part of the brain that controls involuntary actions like breathing and heart rate is the? Right option is A, medulla oblongata. A convex lens acts as a magnifying glass when the object is placed? Correct option is C, between the optical center and the principal focus. The phenomenon of radioactivity was discovered by? Correct option is D, Henry Becquerel. Which human body tissue connects muscle to bone? Correct option is B, tendon. According to Archimedes' principle, the buoyant force on a submerged object equals? Correct option is B, the weight of the fluid displaced by the object. The chemical formula of marble is? Correct option is C, CaCO3. The green pigment in plants that traps light energy is? Right option is A, chlorophyll. The C unit of luminous intensity is the? Right option is C, candela. Which element is used in the vulcanization of rubber? Correct option is D, sulfur. What is the primary function of platelets in the human body? Correct option is C, blood clotting. The energy of an electron in the nth Bohr orbit of a hydrogen atom is proportional to? Correct option is B, 1 upon n square. Which process converts milk into curd? Correct option is D, fermentation. The total number of bones in a normal adult human skeleton is? Correct option is B, 206. What happens to the boiling point of water when pressure is increased? Correct option is C, it increases. Which group in the periodic table contains the noble gases? Correct option is C, group 18. The biological term for the shading of the uterine lining is? Right option is B, menstruation. An ammeter must always be connected in a circuit in? Correct option is A, series. Which of the following is a saturated hydrocarbon? Correct option is C, ethane. Which vitamin is naturally synthesized by human skin when exposed to sunlight? Correct option is C, vitamin D. Kinetic energy formula is? Correct option is B, half mv square. Bauxite is the primary ore for extracting which metal? Correct option is C. Aluminum. The process of taking food into the body is called? Right option is B. Ingestion. The audible frequency range for a healthy human ear is? Correct option is B. 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. What is the valency of carbon? Correct option is C. 4. The rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the esophagus is called? Correct option is A. Peristalsis. Which color of the visible spectrum has the highest frequency? Right option is D. Violet. The reaction between an acid and a base is called? Correct option is C. Neutralization. Which cellular organelle is responsible for packaging and modifying proteins? Correct option is C. Golgi apparatus. A body is moving in a circular path with constant speed. Its velocity is? Correct option is B. Changing continuously. What is the chemical symbol for gold? Correct option is B. Which of the following regulates blood sugar levels in the human body? Correct option is D. Pancreas. The SI unit of pressure is the Pascal. 1 Pascal is equal to? Correct option is A. 1 Newton per square meter. Which gas is primarily responsible for the depletion of the ozone layer? Right option is C. Chlorofluorocarbons. In plants, the transport of water and minerals is handled by the? Correct option is B. Xylem. When two forces of equal magnitude act in opposite directions on an object, the net force is? Correct option is C. 0. What is the primary ore of mercury? Correct option is A. Cinnabar.